Hey all, Jason Levon, priest at St. Luke's Episcopal Church in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Welcome to another Pause and Pray. This past weekend was our first measurable snowfall here in Milwaukee. And in my humble opinion, there is a profound beauty and stillness to freshly fallen snow, a landscape where the snow hasn't been stepped on or touched in any way. But we who live in the Midwest know that that landscape doesn't last very long. It quickly turns into what we affectionately call Snirt, a mixture of dirt and mud and snow. You see Snirt piles in any plowed parking lot. If St. Ignatius of Loyola is correct in that we can find God in all things, then we can find God even in the Snirt piles of life. In today's daily office, we're invited to pray with chapter 9 of John's Gospel, where John tells the story of Jesus encountering a man blind from birth. And Jesus heals that man, but does so in a very muddy and earthy way. He spits on some dirt to make mud and then rubs the mud over the eyes of the man born blind to effect his healing. And in that, for us as people who still find ourselves in the Christmas season, on this 11th day of Christmas, we find a profound gift of the incarnation continuing to be unwrapped. The gift of a God who wasn't just willing to step into life, but to step into all of the mud and dirt and snirt of life and work within all of that. And in that is another holy Christmas invitation to pause and pray, reflecting honestly that our lives are lived most of the time not in the midst of landscapes of freshly fallen, pristine snow, but rather in the midst of Snirt piles. And if that's where we happen to be at, or if that's how we happen to feel, that's okay. That's where we're at. But as Christmas people, nonetheless, we celebrate the gift of a God who's willing to step into all of that mess and mud and snirt and work within all of that. In fact, it's Christmas that helps us see that maybe, just maybe, it's the Snirt piles and not the freshly fallen snow that really truly reveals God's peace and presence and work in our midst. Christmas peace and blessings to you all.